was told that the last part of the remarks were cut off from the internet. Is there a reason why? Or
Might have went over the tape. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can find out.
Could you let me
It's
know?
confidential. It might be.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. We will now proceed forward with the successor agency meeting. It is Tuesday, July 13th, 2017, 9:44 p.m. Roll call.
Director Zarita, Galvan, McCoy, Sharif,
Here.
Chairperson Brown.
Here. Thank you. We will now proceed forward with public comments on agenda and non-agenda items. Mr. Robert Ray.
Robert Ray Compton. There's only one item on the agenda, and I hope you folks read the background on this, because you really need to ask some questions before you vote on this. The agreement is dated July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017. Today's June 13th. There's only 17 days left in this agreement. Why did they wait a whole year to bring this to you? Okay. The city attorney has stated a long time ago, if there is not a contract in place and people do work, you are not obligated to pay them. It also states in the background on this that this company has been owed money for a long time. The successor agency has well over $1 million in their bank account. This I know for a fact. Why weren't these people paid a long time ago? And it's just not coming to you. $250,000 for this. But, you know, the service agreement expires in 2 weeks. Why did they wait a whole year to bring this to you? And are you going to pay them for doing work without having done a contract in place all this time? And one other question, do we not have enough attorneys in our own office that could have done this? Do we have to go outside? But there's a lot of questions that you folks need to ask before you approve this. You know, the money is there. It's been there, so why weren't these people paid a long time ago? Why wasn't this agreement brought to you a year ago, before the fact?
Thank you. Mr. David Irons is no longer here. Mr. Holyfield.
You know, I want to thank, my name is Benjamin Holyfield, and I'm the president of the Compton Business Chamber of Commerce. I want to get that straight. And I'm also with the president of Community Care. We're an organization for the last number of years that have been wanting to beautify and put a moratorium on this ghetto look of Compton. All this trash and stuff, I don't have to explain that. But I do want to thank Council Lady Emma Sharif for those comments concerning the college and so forth, and also your comments from your heart. I think that was a good thing to do. First thing you do, you get an understanding, and then you move forward. Otherwise, you'll never move forward. I want to say that the college, as far as the college is concerned, a young lady a number of years ago campaigned and spent an awful lot of money to get the college back and also to have her name moved over. And then while we were thinking about that, that's Emily Hart Holyfield, who served 20 years on the board, no blemishes, no money's missing, no nothing. And after that, then the college went to the state, et cetera, whatever, because people started doing some unethical things. And I won't go into that. But my point is, if God is with you, right will win. It may take years, but the right thing will occur. And the college is coming back. College started in Compton in 1927 at the Compton High School, by the way. 1953, it moved to the site that it's at now. And it looked, and after millions of dollars through these bond situations and all that madness, it looked like, I mean, it really looks bad. So we are going to take our college back and make it one of the finest colleges in the state again. People will come from all over the world as they did. So those are the attitudes, but it depends on our attitude. We the people are not going to tolerate this ghetto look and this madness anymore. Madam Mayor, you just use that word, tolerate. All this stuff has happened to us because we tolerate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Holyfield. Ms. Maria Villarreal? Okay, thank you. Ms. Joyce Kelly is no longer here. Ms. Lynn Boone is no longer here. Madam City Clerk?
Item number 1 under new business is a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Successor Agency to the Community Redevelopment Agency of the City of Compton, authorizing the Executive Director to enter into a professional service agreement with Richard Watson and Gershon to provide legal services to the Successor Agency in connection with the Redevelopment Dissolution Act in the amount of $246,000.
So moved.
Discussion?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to ask that we have an explanation of this item. Mr. City Attorney?
Sure. Thank you, Madam Mayor. The best way I can explain the item is a miscommunication between myself and the successor agency in regard to the effectiveness of the ROPS agreement and what comes before this body and what goes to the oversight committee for approval. This law firm has been representing the successor agency and before that the Community Redevelopment Agency since 1989. And they've been a huge help in not only the legal aspect, but at times managing various projects when contacted. So the invoices come to my office for approval. I send them down to the successor agency for payment. The payments weren't getting implemented, and after discussion and research, we found that we needed to come to this body for the contract and approval. It represents a full year of work. Some of the issues during this year were substantial. We had the issue with the residents that had the home in disrepair during the heavy rains. I know that that issue alone required almost around the clock legal work to resolve some of those issues. To one of the comments, my office has 4 attorneys outside of me. We do review some of successor agency issues, contracts, agenda items, the effect of the bond funds for different expenditures have been gone out to Richard Watson and Gershon and other specific programs. But we do share in some of the work and help reduce the ultimate cost. But the items before you, it does represent the entire year for the successor agency, and we're asking for your approval.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney, for the thorough explanation. Any discussion? Thank you. Roll call?
Director McCoy?
Yes.
Sharif?
Yes.
Chairperson Brown?
Yes.
Your director's comments?
Thank you. Director McCoy?
No.
Director Sharif?
No comments.
Thank you. If we could just close in the memory of Philip Chavez, who is the uncle of Councilperson Galvan. He passed away last week, and I omitted that from the council meeting. Maybe have a motion to adjourn?
Second?
Roll call?
Director McCoy? Yes. Sharif? Yes. Chairperson Brown?
Yes. Thank you all, and see you next week.